The 50-pence coin issued in 1997 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a noteworthy and transitional piece in the history of British coinage, both for its design and its significance within the broader context of numismatic and national change. At the obverse, this coin bears the distinguished and regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned sculptor Raphael Machloff, which had been in use on British coinage since 1985. This third definitive portrait depicts the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, which she traditionally wears to the state opening of Parliament. Surrounding the portrait are the Latin inscriptions: Elizabeth II, D.G. Reg. F.D. 1997. This is a standard abbreviation in British coinage, standing for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God Queen, Defender of the Faith. The coin is part of the decimal coinage system, which the United Kingdom adopted in 1971. By 1997, the 50-pence piece had already undergone several significant changes in terms of size and composition. Most notably, 1997 marks the year when the larger original version of the 50p coin was officially withdrawn and replaced with a smaller, more practical version. The 1997 50-pence was the first year of issue for this reduced-size coin, which retained the classic equilateral curved heptagon shape, 7 sides of equal length with curved edges. It's instantly recognizable to users by touch and sight. Reverse of the 1997 50-pence coin was designed by Christopher Ironside, a respected designer responsible for the original decimal coinage designs in 1971. This reverse features the seated Britannia, a personification of Britain that dates back to Roman times and has been a symbolic fixture on British coins for centuries. In this depiction, Britannia is shown seated beside a shield bearing the Union flag, holding a trident in one hand and an olive branch in the other, conveying a sense of readiness and peace. Lion rests at her feet, representing strength and British national pride. The denomination 50-pence is inscribed beneath this composition, although newer designs would later appear on the reverse of 50p coins, including commemorative issues and redesigns as part of the Royal Shield series. The 1997 version retained this original imagery, connecting it to the long lineage of British coin iconography. In terms of specifications, the 1997 50-pence coin is composed of copper nickel, a durable alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance. The weight of the coin was 8.00 grams, and it had a diameter of 27.3 millimeters, a significant reduction from the earlier large-sized coin that measured 30 millimeters and weighed 13.5 grams. This redesign was prompted by public complaints that the older, larger 50p coin was too bulky and cumbersome for everyday use. The new, smaller 50p maintained its distinctive 7-sided shape to ensure easy recognition while offering improved convenience in circulation. The edge of the coin remains plain, without reading or inscription. It's consistent with all British decimal 50p coins. From a historical perspective, the 1997 50-pence coin represents a pivotal point in the modernization of UK coinage. It was part of the broader initiative by the Royal Mint to streamline coinage for public ease and modern economic needs. It also reflects continuity and tradition, retaining familiar symbols like Britannia and Latin inscriptions, even while updating the coin's dimensions and weight. It is also one of the last circulating 50p coins to use the Ironside. Britannia reversed before the Royal Mint began regularly issuing commemorative reverse designs starting in 1998, including coins for the NHS, the European Union, and many others. While the 1997 coin itself is not particularly rare or valuable in standard circulation, conditioned due to its high mintage, it remains an essential piece for collectors interested in modern British coinage due to its transitional role in first year of issue status for the smaller 50p format. In summary, the 1997 50-pence coin, with Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, is more than just a piece of currency. It is a numismatic milestone that reflects a moment of transition and modernization in British coinage. From the detailed classical imagery of Britannia on the reverse to the dignified Machloff portrait of the Queen, and the shift in coin size. In design practicality, this coin captures a confluence of tradition and innovation. Its issue marked the end of one era and the beginning of another in the evolution of everyday money in the United Kingdom. For collectors, historians, and everyday users alike, it stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of monarchy. Symbolism and practical design in British numismatic heritage. The 2002 United Kingdom 50p 5p coin bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II is a distinctive and historically significant coin that reflects the monarchic, cultural, and numismatic heritage of the early 21st century Britain. Struck by the Royal Mint, the coin is composed of cupronickel, 75% copper, and 25% nickel, and weighs by 8.00 grams, with an equilateral curve heptagon shape. Characterized by its seven-sided form with rounded corners and a diameter of 27.3 millimeters. This unique shape, introduced in the original decimalization process in 1969, allows for both easy recognition and compatibility with vending machines. The obverse of the 2002 50p features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley and used from 1998 to 2015, this effigy depicts the Queen facing right, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland. Tiara gift from Queen Mary Anne, the initials IRB of the designer, can be seen just below the neck. Around the edge of the obverse are the Latin inscriptions, Elizabeth II, DG Reg, FD 2002, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. With the date 2002 marking the year of minting, the reverse of the standard issue 2002 50p coin features a design by Christopher Ironside. First introduced in 1969 and used on circulation coins until 2008 when the new Royal Shield design replaced it. Ironside's classic reverse depicts Britannia, the helmeted female personification of Britain, seated and holding a trident in her right hand and a shield bearing the Union Jack in her left, with a lion resting at her feet. This image is symbolic of strength, maritime dominance, and national pride, an enduring figure used in British iconography since Roman times. The denomination 50p is inscribed below Britannia, clearly identifying the coin's value. Although the reverse design remained unchanged from previous years, 2002 also witnessed the issuance of special commemorative versions of the 50p coin, notably one celebrating the 50th anniversary of the accession of Queen Elizabeth II. But those were issued as separate commemorative pieces not used in standard circulation. In the context of British history, 2002 marked the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating her 50 years on the throne since ascending in 1952, while the standard 50p retained the Britannia reverse. The Royal Mint also released various commemorative coins that year across denominations to celebrate the event. However, the standard 2002 50p with the Britannia reverse continued to circulate widely and did not bear Jubilee-specific imagery. Nevertheless, its association with a milestone royal year enhances its collectability among coin enthusiasts and royal memorabilia collectors. The total mintage of the standard 2002 Britannia 50p coin is estimated to be over 63 million, indicating its common availability and modest value in circulated condition. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition, particularly those included in official mint sets, retain a higher numismatic value due to their limited release and pristine finish. From a broader numismatic perspective, the 2002 50p stands as a symbol of the enduring stability of the British monarchy and the decimal coinage system. Bridging traditional symbolism with contemporary portraiture, the design continuity on the reverse pays tribute to the cultural icons of Britain's past, while the obverse reflects the dignified and mature image of the Queen in the later years of her reign. Over the decades, the 50p coin has served as a canvas for commemoration, education, and celebration, hosting designs for events like the 2012 Olympics, historical anniversaries, and national achievements. But the 2002 version, with its classic Britannia, represents a moment of reflection, honoring a time-tested identity amidst the changing dynamics of the early 2000s. Just as Britain faced new challenges, such as debates over its place in the European Union and its evolving global role. In terms of daily usage, 50p coin was and remains one of the more practical denominations in UK currency due to its medium value, making it widely accepted in vending machines, public transport ticket machines, and general retail. Though inflation has somewhat reduced its purchasing power, it is still a vital component of British coinage. Over time, the shift in reverse designs, beginning in 2008, made earlier Britannia coins like the 2002 issue increasingly distinctive and historically noteworthy. For collectors, the 2000 to 50p offers both aesthetic appeal and historical relevance, especially when considering its place in a long-running portrait series and its connection to a pivotal royal celebration year. Overall, this coin encapsulates the union of tradition, monarchy, and national identity that underpins the cultural landscape of the United Kingdom and remains a cherished item in both circulation and collections. The 2005 United Kingdom 50p coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a notable piece in modern British numismatics, not only for its monetary utility, but also for its rich symbolism, design artistry, and historical placement within the broader narrative of the United Kingdom's coinage under Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The 50p coin, first introduced in 1969 to replace the old 10-shilling note, has undergone several transformations in size, weight, and design since its inception. By 2005, it had firmly established itself as one of the most iconic denominations in UK currency. The 2005 issue carried forward the refined portraiture and cultural motifs that reflect British heritage while serving daily transactional purposes. The obverse of the 2005 50p coin bears the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Designed by the sculptor Ian Rank Broadley, this portrait, first introduced in 1998 and used until 2015, was noted for its realistic and mature depiction of the monarch, presenting her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most frequently worn and recognized royal headpieces. The inscription surrounding the portrait reads Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2005, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The design reflects a period of continuity and tradition in British monarchy while also embracing a naturalistic style that contrasted with the more stylized or youthful portrayals of earlier years. The reverse of the standard, a 2005 50p coin, features the iconic seated Britannia design, a motif that traces its lineage back to the Roman occupation of Britain and has been a central figure in British coinage for centuries. Britannia is depicted seated beside a shield bearing the Union flag, holding a trident and an olive branch, symbolizing a union of maritime power and peace. This design, created by Christopher Ironside, was originally used on the first decimal 50p coins of 1969 and remained the standard reverse for many years, eventually being replaced in 2008 by Matthew Dent's Royal Shield of Arms series. The Britannia motif on the 2005 coin underscores the continuity of national identity and values, particularly in a time when the UK was deeply involved in international politics, including its participation in the European Union and military engagements abroad. In terms of physical specifications, the 2005 50p coin has a heptagonal shape with 7 equal sides, creating a distinctive profile that makes it instantly recognizable, both visually and by touch. It has a diameter of 27.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.78 millimeters, and a weight of 8 grams. Made of cupronickel, 75% copper, and 25% nickel, the coin has a silvery appearance and good durability, suitable for circulation. The coin's edge is plain, not milled, in keeping with the design of all 50p coins from 1997 onward, after their reduction in size from the original larger coins issued between 1969 and 1997, while the 2005 standard 50p coin featured the Britannia reverse. It is important to note that 2005 was also the year in which a special commemorative version of the 50p coin was issued to celebrate the 250th anniversary of Samuel Johnson's dictionary, one of the most important milestones in the development of the English language. That commemorative coin featured a reverse design with a stylized layout of dictionary definitions and the words 5 pence in large lettering. Surrounded by dictionary-style text, the commemorative version was also legal tender and circulated, alongside the standard Britannia version, adding a layer of cultural celebration to the year's coinage output. From a numismatic perspective, the 2005 50p coin, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, can attract the interests of collectors, particularly those focused on the portraiture of Queen Elizabeth II. Transitional design years or thematic commemorative issues. While the standard Britannia coin is relatively common in circulation and typically holds face value, high-grade examples and proof editions can carry modest premiums. The commemorative Johnson's Dictionary 50p is more sought after by theme. Collectors and those curating sets of commemorative issues, culturally and historically, the 2005 coin sits at a time when the UK was experiencing significant political and economic developments, including ongoing debates over its role in the European Union, increased global interconnectedness, and the enduring popularity of the monarchy and national identity. Queen Elizabeth II, by then into her 53rd year on the throne, remained a steadfast symbol of continuity amidst change. The use of her portrait on the obverse reinforced her enduring role as a constitutional monarch, while the choice to continue using Britannia as the standard reverse upheld a sense of tradition and stability in an evolving national landscape. In conclusion, the 2005 50 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a reflection of British tradition and identity, combining classic numismatic imagery with the evolving artistry of modern coin design. Its use of the Ian Rank, Broadley portrait, and the Christopher Ironside Britannia reverse bridges the historic and the contemporary, embodying values of strength, peace, and sovereignty. Though a standard coin in everyday circulation, its historical context, detailed artwork, and connection to both monarchic and cultural symbols make it an enduring piece of Britain's rich numismatic heritage. The 2014 United Kingdom 50 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II represents a significant blend of numismatic artistry, national symbolism, and historical continuity. Struck by the Royal Mint, this coin was issued during a period of stability under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and forms part of the enduring legacy of British decimal coinage that began in 1971. The obverse of the coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by renowned sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998 and used until 2015, shows a mature and dignified monarch wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara and item with deep royal connections. Rank Broadley's initials, IRB, can be seen just beneath the portrait, a hallmark of his detailed, realistic approach. The inscription encircling the bust reads, Elizabeth 2D.G.Reg.F.D. 2014. An abbreviated Latin phrase translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional phrasing ties the coin to centuries of British and ecclesiastical heritage. On the reverse, most 2014 dated 50p coins bear the standard design by Matthew Dent. Introduced in 2008 as part of the Royal Mint's rebranding of UK coinage, Dent's concept was groundbreaking when arranged together. The designs on the coins of various denominations form a complete representation of the royal shield. On the 50p, we see the lower right segment of this shield, which includes parts of the third and fourth quarters of the full royal arms, specifically the Harp of Ireland and the three lions, Passant Guardant of England. The design cleverly modernizes British heraldry while maintaining its integrity, bridging traditional and contemporary aesthetics. The denomination 50 pence is inscribed clearly beneath the shield portion, emphasizing the coin's face value. The reverse is both symbolic and functional, showcasing the coin's part in a greater whole in its place in everyday commerce. In terms of physical characteristics, the 2014 50p coin is heptagonal 7-sided, with curved edges, a design unique to British coinage and immediately identifiable by touch. It measures 27.3 millimeters across at its widest points and weighs 8.0 grams. The coin is composed of cupronickel 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it a silvery sheen and strong resistance to wear. This makes it practical for circulation, wear. Durability is essential. While most 50p coins of this year were produced for general circulation, special collector's editions and brilliant uncirculated boo versions were also struck by the Royal Mint, packaged and sold in sets or as individual commemoratives. These non-circulating versions are often prized by numismatists for their superior strike quality and finish. It's also worth noting that 2014 saw the release of several commemorative versions of the 50p coin, including those celebrating significant anniversaries or events, such as the 100th anniversary of the start of the First World War and the Commonwealth Games held in Glasgow. However, those designs were issued separately from the standard Matthew Dent reverse and were generally released in limited numbers. For collectors and historians alike, these special editions help tell the story of the nation's history and values through symbolic imagery. As for the standard circulation 2014 50p coin, while it is not particularly rare in comparison to other lower mintage years like 2009 or 2011, it remains an integral piece of the UK's circulating currency and a representative artifact of mid-2010s British coinage. In summary, the 2014 50p coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II serves as a functional currency unit, a piece of heraldic artwork, and a marker of the enduring monarchy and national identity. From Ian Rank Broadley's stately portrait to Matthew Dent's innovative royal shield design, the coin encapsulates Britain's blend of tradition and modernity. Whether used in daily transactions or preserved in a coin album, it carries with it a snapshot of the cultural and monetary landscape of the United Kingdom in 2014, a period marked by continuity, national pride, and artistic refinement in numismatic design.